Hello and welcome to another Pauper video. I'm kalikaiz. Today I am playing Blue-White Familiars. This deck is really sweet. We're just trying to configure it to make it work for both having a lot of value and having a sick combo. So I'm combining Familiars with High Tide. Now you might notice there's a card missing here in the 1-drops, and that is Preordain. I actually have decided to try out cutting Preordain entirely. So we're basically taking Lorien Revealed in that Preordain slot. I just go back over here. But Lorien Revealed is a 1-mana play if you're looking for a land, or it's action. And Preordain tends to look for mana or action. This also lets us trim on our lands. And we're playing 4 Seagate Oracle, 4 Meeting of Minds, 4 Mulldrifter, 4 Lorien Revealed, for why I'm calling it FAM's Gasoline. We are all gas. And I'm playing 3 foils as my free counterspell of choice because I have all of these islands and I'm going to be tending to draw a lot of cards. This list is sort of based off of Tart's Esper Familiars list from the previous metagame with Glee. But here in the sideboard we have 4 Hydroblast for burn, 3 negate for counterspelling, exclude as a good way to deal with mid-range decks, 3 Dust to Dust for affinity. And then we have 4 cards that do double duty. So we have Last Breath as a removal spell. Raven Charm can be a removal spell and hit the graveyard. Dawnbringer Cleric can hit the graveyard and be a life gain spell. And it can also destroy an enchantment, which Revoke Existence can destroy an enchantment or exile an artifact. Raven Charm can beat up enchantments as well. So we have a lot of like flexible mobile cards there as the end of the sideboard. Hopefully we'll be able to just go really explosive. Also, I didn't mention that there's Murmuring Mystic in the main deck, which is our main win condition, as well as just counterspell locking people. Foil is 2 blue for a counter target spell, but you can pay the cost of discarding an island and another card instead. So we can just cast it as a Force of Will, or late game when we have our lock, we can cast it as blue for counterspell. Let's get into the matches. Upstate New York Pauper is hosting the second event in their 2025 Open Series on Saturday, August 9th in Rochester, New York. The event currently has a cap of 64 players, and a cap that's $1,500 in cash prizes. I'll be there, and I hope to see you there too. They're also running their first ever charity tournament on June 21st to support the Trevor Project and Trans Lifeline. You can reach out to them directly if you'd like to donate items or cards to support the event, or donate to the charity directly at the link in their event description. For the details, just check out the links down below. Round 1 on the draw. This hand looks fine. Now obviously Preordain would have been nice in this hand. I'm wondering if we're going to be able to find that 3rd land. We go beachfront and pass. If we can get our 3rd land, we'll be in a good spot. Our opponent plays an island. Hopefully they're not playing fairies. We found the 3rd land. Let's play the Faithful. Just read a regular counterspell. I'll pass. Interesting that they felt like that was worth countering. Plays an island. So let's see if they have another counterspell for this Seagate Oracle. Seagate Oracle. They probably do because they snapped that other one off. They've decided not to counter it. I will take the Floodplain. So next turn we can play the Floodplain and then cast Meeting of Minds by using the Seagate Oracle unless they have a removal spell. When it plays a Brainstorm, plays an Ice Tunnel. I'll play out my Floodplain. We have multiple High Tides now. I'm going to just pass and then use the Meeting of Minds on their upkeep. Or I guess if they have a removal spell right now. Okay, Meeting of Minds. Looks like a Spell Pierce. Regular counterspell. I'm confused about what they're using their counters on. They pass the turn. Let's go Sunscape Familiar. Cast Meeting of Minds. They snuff out the Familiar. Okay. Seems like Dimir Terror to me. And they have a Spell Pierce. Guess it's worth getting a land and playing it. Let's get the beachfront. They Thought Scour, milling Sneaky Snacker Island. It is Dimir Terror. They've used 2 counterspell. 3 cards are still in their hand. 1 Terror. And then they're going to play an Angler. That Spell Pierce was big there. There's the Angler. So High Tide would basically give us infinite mana. Let's try High Tide. Then play out the Familiar. This way I can hard cast the Mulldrifter. They did not have a counterspell. Let's go Faithful. They're going to counterspell the Faithful. They cycle of Fumes. Okay. Floodplain, pass. So I don't really need to block this turn. I'll pass. I'll just take it. They have 2 cards in hand. Thought Scour is away a snacker and a mental note. Brainstorm getting back double snacker. They have 14 power. I'm going to attack. And then attempt to cast Ghostly Flicker. They play Unexpected Fangs in response. I don't know. Okay. We draw off the Mulldrifter. Drawing a foil. Another Lorien. Take the Lorien, I guess. I'm going to attempt to cast a Mulldrifter. Blue. Mulldrifter. We go to 12 life. Drawing an island. So I can foil pitch High Tide. We're going to go the next turn. I can just block here and go to 4. They're getting in. Block. This is 9 damage. I'll go to 3. They have another Unexpected Fangs. That puts me to 2. 1 card left in hand. Another foil. So let's try High Tide. That's another one. We go to 4 life. Cast Lorien Revealed. I can counterspell their creature, their thing, by tapping 1 land. Get a familiar. Darn. Okay, so we can block, counterspell something, and hope for the best. We'd have to draw. I don't even know. Okay, block. Go to 1 life. Faithful does not do it. We just didn't draw action. Darn. So much nothing coming up. Good job, Brent J. That got me. I think rather than foil, maybe Thraben Charm, a couple of negates. Maybe another negate. Even trimming a Faithful might be okay. It's like, what does 1 life really do? Thraben Charm could be good though. We're on the play. I have to mulligan this hand. This hand seems fine. Just get rid of a random dual land. Play on my beachfront. So turn 2 familiar, and then I can cast Meaning Minds. They have the Snuff Out mana. Can't do anything about that. Please no Snuff Out. When it's considering whether or not to Snuff Out. So far they haven't. This island, land. We'll cast a Seagate Oracle. Hopefully this resolves. It did resolve. Nice. Take the Mulldrifter. Just trying to get cards to draw cards. A mental note. Milling Thought Scour and an island. Plays island. They didn't have a counterspell before. I'm gonna cast Meaning Minds. Draw 2 cards. They go counterspell. I'll go negate. So I can play through their Spell Pierce. We draw 2 cards. 2 lands. Yep. Sounds right. They've used 1 counterspell. I can hardcast a Mulldrifter next turn. Plays out a snacker. Still leaving up the Spell Pierce. Let's just hardcast a Mulldrifter. I doubt they have a Force Spike. They could. They snuff out my Mulldrifter, my familiar. Land. I'll attack. Surprised that they didn't snuff it out way earlier in the time. Drawing the Arcane Mancer means we can redraw the Meeting of Minds or a negate. They hardcast a Lorien. Maybe they have more snuff outs though. Okay, we drew familiar. So I can go Unscape Familiar. They don't have, let's see, if they have 1 snuff out, can I beat it? High Tide, Arcane Mancer, the High Tide, snap, no. High Tide, Arcane Mancer, the negate. Snap the Mancer. Or I'll just go, let's play Arcane Mancer. Seems like they have a snuff out. Let's get the Meeting of Minds. Draw 2. Many High Tides now. Send. I don't think these High Tides are doing anything for me here. Not really. It would have been nice to know I had those. Casting a Ponder. They choose to shuffle. Play a Tolarian Terror. They have 5 cards in hand. Okay. Draw an Arcane Mancer. So I can like try playing Arcane Mancer for the negate. They cast a Brainstorm. They go snuff out the familiar. Okay. I'll attack in for 2. They're gonna go to 8. I have 4/5 power on the table. They really don't want my familiars alive. There's another Tolarian Terror. 3 cards in hand. I can only answer 1 counterspell or removal spell. They get in for 5. What do I think they have in their hand? Maybe like Spell Pierces? Let's see if we can High Tide them out. High Tide? Question mark? How about 2 more? Snap Arcane Answer. So we can't beat 2 interactions. We can beat 1. Untap. Play Mancer. Hit snap. Okay. So here we have infinite mana, I guess. Question is like, what should I do with it? Snap. Snap. I don't have too many good options. It feels like I should just get back the Meeting of Minds, but maybe they have a Dispel. Although they didn't use the Dispel before. Game answer. Guess I'm gonna try playing the Mulldrifter. Untap. Cast a Mulldrifter. We have a Thraben Charm. Okay. So what should I do with my Thraben Charm? They don't seem like they have any other creatures. I could just kill the Terror and then get in with my Seagate Oracle. Blasted Tolarian Terror. Paying the ward. Each front. Then we'll get in for 1. Didn't go very well. Not having Preordain looked pretty bad there. But I haven't drawn any of my other cards that draw cards. Just a bunch of High Tides. They play a land. They're swinging in for 5. I'll take it. I go to 8. My turn. Play the God Pharaoh's Faithful. Cast Meeting of Minds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Go to 9 life. Finding a Familiar. Pretty good. But now I have, like, my negates not going very well. If they have Counterspell, Spell Pierce would be a problem. Just cast the Mulldrifter. They have Counterspell plus Spell Pierce, I'm dead. But they didn't seem like they had Counterspell before. We draw. Drawing Meeting of Minds and High Tide. So I'm attacking. Poke. Faithful keeping me alive right now. They're at 6. They choose to attack for 5. We'll go to 5 unless they haven't. Fangs. No Fangs. We're at 5. They snuff out my Familiar. Hardcast. I guess. Should I try to respond? I will attempt to respond. Looks like they have the Spell Pierce, just like I thought. Spell Pierce. And they concede. Okay. Too strong, I guess. So Thraben Charm basically didn't accomplish anything there, did it? Pretty much not. Negate was good, though. I'm gonna get rid of the Faithful and, bring the Faithful back in and just cut the Thraben Charm. Okay. This is a keep. Now, I really want to draw another land so I can play the Faithful on turn 2. Otherwise, I have to just search out a tap land on turn 2. Our opponent plays an Ice Tunnel. I'll play the Floodplain. I did not draw land. They go Ponder. Joke's on you, I'm not cantripping whatsoever. I'm only playing 3 and higher. They didn't find a land. Not good. Island Cycle. We'll grab another Floodplain. They're going to cantrip again, Brainstorming. If they miss on lands, that would be optimal. Maybe they find like a Lorien Revealed that they can't cycle. They found a land. Well, that's unfortunate for me. I found lands. So I can go Faithful, play Familiar. Can't cast the Meeting of Minds. Here comes a Snuff Out. Okay, they did not snuff my creature. Don't understand. Mental note, milling Snacker Island. Brainstorm, Snacker comes backer. Get that snack back. Hopefully they don't find a land again, like I said. We can High Tide, evoke the Drifter, Meeting of Minds. They just bring the snack back and snuff out my creature. Okay, let's see. Cast High Tide. Snap your Snacker. We're going to untap. Play the Murmuring Mystic. Wait. So if I go Faithful plus Mulldrifter, or I can Murmuring Mystic plus Faithful plus Meeting of Minds. I think that's a little bit better. Murmuring Mystic. Cast the Faithful. Although if they have a Snuff Out right now, they would get me. 2, 3, 4. Draw, gain some life. And we didn't find another island, but we do have a Meeting of Minds and a Familiar. Meeting of Minds plus Murmuring Mystic goes very hard. They milling Aquifer Deep Analysis. Ponders. They're still trying to find extra lands. Found an island. They play a Tolarian Terror. Okay. Play Familiar. Cast Meeting of Minds. Tap, tap, and tap. Let's draw some cards. And play Beachfront. Get in for 1. Boink. Our opponent's at 15. They have cast 0 counter spells so far this game. They play an island. They deep analysis, going up to 8 cards in hand, but losing 3 life. They're at 12. Thought Scour's me. I mill Seagate Oracle Mulldrifter. They mental note, milling Dispel, mental note. And they concede. So that worked. We'll see you in round 2. Thanks for watching. Did you know you could get sideboard guides on patreon.com/kalikaiz? And did I mention you can get early access to videos on the YouTube page in the membership section? And if you like these videos, make sure to like and subscribe. We are on the play in round 2. So do nothing till turn 3, but on the play. Mulligan. This is a bit better, I think. So put back the Flicker. We have, mostly because we have the beachfront right now. My opponent mulligans to 5, so we may need to foil them. Foil, pitch. We have to pitch so many cards if we want to do that. I'll lead on my beachfront and pass. Land grant. Revealing. Okay. Let's foil. Pitch island. And Seagate Oracle. No lands for you, thank you. Pass the turn. That was so good. Oh my god. Pass the turn. That's hilarious. That's so funny. Okay. High tide. 4. High tide. 3, 4. Doesn't do it. Oh, they're sitting on no land still. They discard a Dread Return. I'll Seagate Oracle. Finding a land. Pass the turn. Still no lands. Wrecked. I think I'll just evoke this Mulldrifter. Finding a floodplain. Let's get in for 1. I think next turn I just high tide. Lorien. Well, actually, we just have Lorien Revealed. We can hard cast. They concede. Yes, that was amazing. Oh, I can't believe it. All right, we want the Thraven Charm. We want the Dawnbringer, I guess. They're playing Spy. We want Negates and Excludes, maybe. Let's get rid of the Murmuring Mystics and the Faithfuls. We have our Graveyard Hate. We have a bunch of Negates and an Exclude. Incredible. Now they have Fear of God. I can't believe it. They were not expecting Force of Will and Pauper. Okay, we have Negates. This is probably fine. Keep. I put a mulligan to 6. Now they mulliganed to 5. Then they played Land Grant, and I just Force of Willed it, and then they just couldn't do anything that game. It's going to be a different one this time. Land Grant again. Lead the Stampede. Okay, so it's Spy Walls. Land Grant. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plays out Quirion Ranger. Play Floodplain. Not a fan of Spy Walls. They cast a Winding Way. Getting Winding Way to the graveyard. Gets in for 1. We'll go beachfront. Cycle for an island. Best case scenario is I draw a High Tide, or maybe let's see. I don't know. They're casting an Axebane. Getting in for 1. Go beachfront. Bounce it. Pass the turn. I have the Negate for their Lead the Stampede if they cast that instead. They Wildling to Roost Seek. I'm going to negate so that they can't get their land, and now they can't cast the Axebane. So Wildling is down. Tinderwall. They can pick up their land and replay it, sacrificing the Tinderwall. Then I can snap their Axebane. They didn't do it. Let's cast Archaeomancer and grab. I think I want to get the Lorien for lands. They untap their Quirion, plays out Axebane. They still have the Tinderwall for mana. We'll cycle, grab an island, play the island, snap the Axebane again, untap, then cast Archaeomancer, get back the snap. They cast Land Grant. 7 cards in hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, I'm confused. So they reveal Guardian, Roost Seek, Wildling. Oh, so that just counts as 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Plays a land. And the Axebane again. We just have to keep them off the Axebane Guardian. We'll go ahead and snap it. Then cast. Did I cast the Mulldrifter or the Seagate Oracle? I think I cast the Mulldrifter. Got High Tide and Snap. Send. We need Familiar or a High Tide. Go High Tide, snap the Mancer, replay it. That doesn't do anything. A Wildling. Grabbing an island. Plays the Axebane. Draw Medium Mines. Go High Tide. Cast Medium Mines. 1, 2, 3, 4. Drawing Archaeomancer. So let's play Archaeomancer. Get High Tide. Cast High Tide. We have 3. That's 6 mana. Snap this Axebane. Untap. Blue. I have 7 mana. They're just scooping. That's cool. There's 2 tilted. 2 tilted! On to the next. Round 3 on the play. Have to mulligan. Okay. We have to put back maybe 1 High Tide. I hope I don't get wrecked. They said, sup, you recording? I said, yup. Yup. We'll start on floodplain. Mountain. Bad news. Faithless looting. This card's grab, snacker. I'll try a familiar. They've got a bolt. They were looking for a land. Play land. Island cycle. Grabbing island. They loot, which gets them back to snack. I don't know what I want to do here. Maybe just hard cast the medium mines. Oh, they're playing red Blackburn. Snacker comes back, but they have not played a land yet. Plays a mountain. No red mana. Let's get this Murmuring Mystic on the table. They grab the prize, pitching Fiery Temper. That's going to go face. They get in for 2. So High Tide would make a bird. High Tide. Make a bird. Cast Medium Mines. Wait, what? Make a bird. Cast Lorien Revealed. Or I could cycle for an island, then cast Lorien Revealed. Then make a bird. Okay, cycle. Grab island. Play island. Cast Lorien Revealed. Oh no, it didn't make birds. Okay. Pass the turn. The birds have arrived, but it didn't go the way that I thought it was going to go. Okay. Epicure. We got a 12. They go Bolt Face. Jagged Variance puts me to 8. Need like a Faithful, like this one. Faithful. Play Familiar. Has Medium Mines. Boom, boom. Draw. Birds. Birds are out. They're chirping. They're getting it done. Got a High Tide. Is that necessary? Let's just cast another meeting. Medium Mines. 1, 2, 3. Go to 10 life. Making birds. We can Mortuary Mire. So I can Mortuary Mire back the Familiar. And then now I have like defense set up. The birds are on. The birds are around. And I think we'll be okay. Depends what they have. Alms of the Vein puts me to 7. I can gain 2 life and instant speed. They put me to 6. 1 card in hand. Okay. I haven't been paying attention to that. So let's start with High Tide. High Tide. Make a bird. Make some life. Play Sunscape Familiar. Play Archaeomancer. This is infinite mana, so all I need to do is get... Guess I want to get the Meeting of Minds, so I can find another way of protecting my Archaeomancer. Mancer, Familiar. Draw 2. We have a foil. So now I can snap the Archaeomancer, make infinite life, make infinite birds, because I can hardcast the foil here. Sweet. Untap. Mancer. And that's all she wrote. Boink. I'm actually going to play out my... I've been making mana for a little while. Play out my second Murmuring Mystic. Snap the Mancer. Make a bajillion birds. Let's make a Mulldrifter. Draw. Cast another Mulldrifter. Okay, and then... Guess... I had a Faithful. Archaeomancer. Okay, make infinite mana again. I'll cast a Seagate Oracle. So I was untapping my lands for a while. Take another Flicker, I guess. Play Archaeomancer. I think I'm just going to grab the High Tide. So I'll have mana a little bit faster. High Tide. And then Flicker the basic island and the Archaeomancer. Oh my god. All my stuff's off the screen from Magic Online. Get back Flicker. I tied again. Flicker here. My opponent's just letting me do the thing, which is fine. Get the Flicker. We'll untap. Just draw some more cards. Seagate Oracle. Grab an island. Play the island. We'll evoke a Mulldrifter. 26 cards left in library. Flicker. Archaeomancer Drifter. We'll get back the Flicker. Now Archaeomancer. Get back Snap. Bounce this one. Untap. Let's Flicker here. I just have too much going on. Let's play on my... Okay, that's it. Attack. I have an unbelievable large amount of birds. They block. We're going to discard Faithful. They play an Epicure, that's fine. Discarding Snacker. 3 mana. We'll counter the Faithless Looting. Okay, I have a million everythings. I think they played a land there. Yeah, they played a land now, so I don't have to worry about anything. I just have to go to my turn and attack. Oh yeah. Ewerb is being attacked by 58 cards. Negative 41. So I think foil might not be that good. I really like the Murmuring Mystic. Something like Dawnbringer Cleric could be okay. The negates are very good against this deck. Let's get rid of the foils. We could try to not play the High Tides and then just try to play like a counterspell game, which might work. So bring in 4 Hydroblast and cut the 4 High Tides. Let's see if that will accomplish anything. Eric, I guess we're just gonna go 3 Hydro, 3 Negate. Okay, we have Faithful, Negate, Meeting in Minds. I think these are some good cards. They play a Bridge, we'll play Beachfront. Turn 2 Floodplain, Faithful. Then holding up the Negate. Plays Great Furnace, so wonder what they're gonna be doing. They hit me with the Vampire's Kiss. Go Faithful, Floodplain. I drew the Dawnbringer Cleric. So we can maybe Cleric something away from their graveyard. So if they like, they have a Galvanic. Bad news. Duress takes one of these cards. They took the Negate. They considered using Faithless Looting, but then didn't. Wonder if they have a Pyroblast in hand. They bolt me on end step. Let's go land. Cycle for an island. Cast Dawnbringer Cleric. Gain 2 life. I'm at 17. They used 3 damage face, 4 damage to my creature. Makes sense. Discarding a Fiery Temper. This one's probably going face, yes. Plays a mountain. Galvanic Blast face. We'll play Familiar. And then attack. On their upkeep, I'm going to use the Meeting Minds. See if they have a Red Blast. They didn't. They Faithless Looting. 3 cards now, they get to discard 2 of them. Discards 2 lands. Faithless Looting again. They have to discard both these cards. Discards a Fiery Temper. Is it going to go face or at the Familiar? They go at the Familiar. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4. Cast Murmuring Mystic. Land. Get in for 1. They duress away my meeting. So I'm just going to go Mancer for the Meeting of Minds. Cast the Meeting of Minds. We have Meeting of Minds anyway. So cast Archaeomancer. Get the Negate. And I can attack. I shouldn't have attacked. That was stupid. I meant to go Negate into Meeting of Minds, but I didn't keep up enough creatures. They discard. Discarding Jagged Barrens. Passing. They found a Familiar. So now I can cast Meeting of Minds. 1, 2, 3. Finding another Familiar and a Mulldrifter. Send. They go for the looting. Do I even care? I think no. Because I think I just want to deal with whatever is going on here. I want to protect my Mulldrifter from a Pyro. They discard Kiss and Barrens. Probably holding on to a Pyroblast, I'm not sure. Goes Lightning Bolt, I'll counter. Just to make a bird. We can mire back the Faithful. Let's see what the Mulldrifter draws. We draw Archaeomancer. Let's go Archaeomancer. Get the Negate. Mire. Get back the Faithful. And attack. They grab, discarding Alms. I'm going to negate the grab the prize. They can't draw cards. This will still deal me 3 damage. We'll go Faithful. And then cast Lorien Revealed. Draw 3. Whee! And we found Flicker. So attack. Do they have any? They have one Faithless Looting left. I believe just the one. Okay. So we will Flicker here. Exile Faithless Looting. Get back Flicker. And then Flicker here, which gains life. It makes birds. I can just snap on a bird and then untap my 2 lands, because that just made a bird anyway, and then Archaeomancer and grab the negate. And that should be the game. They go looting, I will negate. Now all they can do is flash back the looting, but then they can't do anything with those cards. Flashes back the looting, discards 2 lands. And we win 3-0 on to round 4. Round 4 on the play. Okay. Keep. So we're gonna go land, play beachfront again, cycle for an untapped land, and then probably just play out the familiar on turn 3. Mountain from the opponent. Synthesizer turn 1. Revealing synthesizer. Okay. Play the beachfront, pass. Tomb Raider. I just really wanted to get that creature going. Okay. Cycle. Grab an island. Interesting. We can go High Tide, Snap, Mulldrifter? High Tide, Snap. High Tide, Familiar, Snap, Mulldrifter. High Tide, play Familiar, snap this thing, untap, cast Mulldrifter, and pass. Next turn I have Faithful into Mystic. If they blow up my Familiar, then I'm doing okay. I can just play out the Mystic. Plays a Tomb Raider, another Tomb Raider. Okay, I'll just block one of them. Block. We draw just a land. My opponent has a draw stop, which I don't know why. Let's cast the Murmuring Mystic. I'm in for 2. So if I find Archaeomancer off the top and they tap out, then I have High Tide into Archaeomancer for snap, which is mana neutral, which would make infinite life and birds. They're going to go after my Murmuring Mystic. Bolt, Lava Dart, Flashback Lava Dart. Down to 1 land. Okay. No attacks. Find a Seagate Oracle. Puts me to 18. Cat Meeting of Minds. Tap, tap, tap. Guess I can go land. High Tide. Snap the Mulldrifter. Untap. Play Mulldrifter. Floating a mana. Find a Familiar. Play Familiar. Pass. So the High Tide's just been kind of a value play so far this game. Not really winning, no comboing, just helping me to cast my spells on time. They play a Kessig. No attacks. We find a beachfront. Let's just cast a Mulldrifter. We draw 2 cards. We find a Meeting of Minds. So let's cast Meeting of Minds, tap, tap. We find a snap and a Mystic. I think I'm just going to snap this Kessig, untap, and then go ahead and play out the Lorien Revealed to draw another 3 cards. And they scoop. It worked! So let's get rid of High Tide Foil, and we're bringing in 4 Hydros, and Last Breath, Dawnbringer Cleric. We can maybe leave 1 High Tide in, bring in a Negate, submit. Okay, this hand is quite good, I think. Turn 1, tap land. Turn 2, fam, or hold up the negate. They go Clockwork turn 1. I mean, not having a Hydroblast right away is bad. We find Meeting. I'll play my tap land and pass. They play a Kessig. Okay, they get in for 1. I think I have to hold up the negate. The other option is just slam the Familiar. I'm going to hold up the negate. They have 3 mana. I sort of feel like they're going to cast a draw spell. They cast a Synthesizer. I'll negate. We go to 17. Casting Ren's Resolve. Double Chain Lightning. That's bad. Getting in for 2. Jam the Seagate Oracle. Fortunately, I found a Familiar. Nothing else really going on. That's bad. They can take out my Seagate Oracle, get in for 2, and then hit me for 4. This is 2, 5, 6, 7. They Pyroblast my creature. Puts me to 9. I don't think I'm going to win this one. Just did not have enough lands. Let's just go to the next game. I I wonder, sort of wonder if High Tide is necessary here, actually. Maybe the Mystics are just not necessary. And we'll cut the Negate and the Last Breath. So 4 Hydros and a Dawnbringer. Gotta lock up the ground. Okay, on the play. I mean, we've got Hydroblast. No white sources, nothing really to play, but I've got Hydroblast. So I'm gonna keep it. Go ahead. Your turn. I played an island. They go Clockwork. My first counterspell of the game. Hydroblast that Clockwork. And I'll cycle my Lorien. Get a tap land out of the way. Pass the turn. Plays another Clockwork. And a Tomb Raider. Bashing in. We'll just blast that one. Doink. Pass the turn. They get in for 1. They have 3 mana open. They're just passing. I have a Familiar. I'll play it. Hopefully they don't have a Pyroblast. I feel like they're going to bolt my Familiar. 4th land. Are they just flooding? Maybe they have Galvanic. Lightning Bolt. Attempt to cast Meeting of Minds. And a Pyroblast. Okay. They put me to 15. I need a Seagate Oracle. Found it. Do they have another Hydroblast or Pyroblast? They did not. I'll take the High Tide, I guess. The land doesn't do anything. Feels like I should block. I don't want to just keep taking damage from this forever. They find another Clockwork, so I didn't change anything. Mortuary Mire. Pass the turn. They play another land. 3 cards left in hand. They've been flooding hard. They get in. I block. Clockwork dies. They find a mountain. Play Arcane Answer. I'm going to take the Hydro. Pass the turn. I'm just not attacking in case there's some hasty stuff happening. Could also have taken the Meeting of Minds, but... or the Lorien. They are passing. Chain Lightning face. I got a 12. Okay. No attacks. I'll play a land. Getting nervous here. Chain Lightning again. I need a snap. No, Beachfront is not good. 3 cards left in hand. They play a Voldaren Epicure. This puts me to 8. Okay. 3 cards left. So now they can filter. Let's see if they discard a land. They go Lava Dart. We go to 7. Galvanic Blast. I go to 5. Come on. I need card draw spells. Okay. High Tide. High Tide. Cast Lorien Revealed. Oh no. Play Familiar. Floodplain. No, no. Not like this. Puts me to 4. I feel like they have a Fire Blast in hand. We're gonna have to counter the Ren's Resolve. Do you have the Fire Blast? Maybe they're just trying to be able to resolve the Ren's Resolve. They had the Fire Blast. We just drew actual nothing. Garbage for like 8 turns. Okay, on to the next. Okay, round 5. We are 4-1 or 3-1. Hopefully, we'll be 4-1. Our opponent is on Jund. Let's cycle for the dual land. Jund Wildfiring. They wildfire their land. Wonder how this will go. Play a Floodplain, pass a turn. They go for a Chrysalis. Okay. I'll play Faithful. Land, pass. They play a black land. Dual, or refurbished. Okay, I'll discard the Snap. Gets in for 3. Another refurb. That sucks. Get rid of the Lorien. Play Familiar. Land, pass. Blood Fountain from the opponent. So this was just one of their best starts with Chrysalis into double refurb, into just card draw spell after card draw spell, finding another refurbished off the top. Boo. Blood Fountain. Now they can draw into their second refurb. Okay. We're at 8 life. I'll cast Mulldrifter. Then I can block with the Mulldrifter. Discard the Murmuring Mystic. Okay. No, that doesn't work. I'll still probably have to discard the Murmuring Mystic, I guess. Can't block with the Mulldrifter. They have 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 power. Now they have a Nyxborn Hydra. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so we just have to block here with the Faithful. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. -4 is 8. Okay. I'm at 1 life. So I can High Tide, Mystic, Liquor. High Tide. I don't know if Mystic is worth playing. Maybe. Murmuring Mystic. Liquor here. Thing is, the Mystic could help if we can draw some Meeting of Minds. Or just nothing. There. I mean, I had to discard the Lorien Revealed earlier. We want the Exclude. And we could just go after their mana base. Get rid of the Faithfuls. Bring in the Revoke. Dust, 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 Dust. Cutting the foils for 3 negates. 2 negates. And another Dust, Dust. I don't think that's necessarily the greatest plan, but it is a plan, so I'm going to keep it. We're on the play. Not a big fan of refurbs. Let's mulligan. This deck doesn't necessarily do very well against refurb either. I think the snap is okay, put away. So we're going to go land, cycle, play that land. Opponent's got 5 cards in hand. See if they go lower. Land. Grab the dual land. They play a land. Grab another dual land. I wish I could have. So they played an Lembas. Let's get the familiar in play. They have a swamp and a duress. They take the negate. They take a Meeting of Minds. Then they cleansing wildfire. Land 1, 2, 3. Play Murmuring Mystic. Cast Meeting of Minds. We have negate and a fam. Pyroblast the Mystic. Another duress. Jund is gross. Gross. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cast another Mulldrifter. Or a Mulldrifter. Let's Meeting of Minds. Doot, doot, doot. At least that's kind of nice. Floodplain. Your turn. 3 cards in hand for the opponent. Chrysalis time. They've got a Pyroblast sitting around. We'll go Sunscape Familiar. Seagate Oracle. Take the snap. We can block the Chrysalis with a bird. 2 cards in hand. Another Chrysalis. I guess I can block and then snap my Mulldrifter. Some good value. Let's block with a bird. My turn. Let's cast the Lorien. Draw 3 cards. We find a negate. Okay. Another Chrysalis. What is going on over there? So many Chrysalises. 2 mana. Makeshift gets negated. No thank you. No thank you. Not today. Gets in for a million billion. Let's block one of them. Guess both. And then snap the Mulldrifter. They scooped. What? Okay. I guess I'm gonna resubmit then. Seemed like it worked perfectly. We have a Dust to Dust coming up. Let's keep. I don't know if this is gonna be good, but now's the time to find out. Beachfront pass. Turn 2, we cycle for a beachfront pass. Plays a Lembas. I'll island cycle. Another beachfront. Your turn. I mean, we have 2 targets here. They play a Wellspring. Looks like we're gonna get rid of your lands. Beep boop. Nice. Plays a land and a refurb. I'll get rid of the snap. Go land. Kill another land. Play a familiar. They play a land. Interesting. Gets in for 2. Let's go Archaeomancer. Grab the Dust to Dust. And then cast Meeting of Minds. Your turn. Plays a land. Blood Fountain. I will negate. They get in for 2. Let's Dust to Dust. I think I'm just going to put the Mortuary Mire on the table and get in for 1. Doink. They grab a red land. That's expected. So they want their Pyroblasts online. They have yet another land. The land destruction plan not working. Play Seagate Oracle. They didn't have the Pyroblast there. Finding a Mulldrifter. We're going to attack. They have 4 mana. I hope they cast a Chrysalis. They cast a Chrysalis. Okay. So now I can High Tide into Mulldrifter. Then maybe I can combo off. Let's cast Meeting of Minds first. Boop, boop, boop. Draw 2 cards. Found Mystic. 1, 2, 3. High Tide. I think it's still better to play the High Tide first. Cast Mulldrifter. We draw some cards. Draw Snap. So this is infinite birds. Mystic. Snap the Mancer. Make infinite birds. Opponent gives us the GGs. You could not defeat infinite birdies. Good luck on the rest, opponent. We got a nice 4-1 with some full-on value familiars. Oh man, it went better than I thought it was going to go. So let me know what you think in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video.